Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Overview of International Labor Standards. International labor standards are integral to promoting fair and humane working conditions worldwide. These standards, established by various international bodies, particularly the International Labour Organization, set the baseline for labor rights, ensuring that workers are treated with dignity and respect. The ILO's conventions and recommendations provide a comprehensive framework for addressing issues such as child labor, forced labor, discrimination, and the right to collective bargaining, among others. Understanding these standards is crucial for professionals involved in human resources, particularly those aiming for the Senior Professional in Human Resources international certification, as they navigate the complexities of global labor practices. The ILO, founded in 1919, is a United Nations agency that brings together governments, employers, and workers to set labor standards, develop policies, and devise programs promoting decent work for all women and men. The ILO's conventions are legally binding international treaties that member states are encouraged to ratify and implement, while recommendations serve as non-binding guidelines. As of 2023, the ILO has adopted 190 conventions and 206 recommendations, covering a wide array of labor issues. These instruments are designed to ensure that labor rights are respected, workplaces are safe, and workers receive fair treatment and compensation. One of the fundamental principles underpinning international labor standards is the elimination of forced or compulsory labor. Forced labor is defined as work or service exacted from any person under the menace of any penalty, and for which the person has not offered themselves voluntarily. According to recent estimates, approximately 25 million people globally are victims of forced labor, with the majority exploited in the private sector. The ILO's Forced Labor Convention 1930 and the Abolition of Forced Labor Convention 1957 are pivotal in combating this grave violation of human rights. These conventions obligate ratifying countries to take effective measures to eradicate forced labor in all its forms. Child labor is another critical area addressed by international labor standards. The ILO estimates that approximately 160 million children worldwide are engaged in child labor, with many of them working in hazardous conditions that jeopardize their health, safety, and development. The ILO's Minimum Age Convention, 1973, and the Worst Forms of Child Labor Convention, 1999, set the minimum age for employment and call for the immediate elimination of the worst forms of child labor, respectively. These conventions play a vital role in protecting children from exploitation and ensuring their right to education and a safe childhood. Discrimination in employment and occupation is another area where international labor standards play a crucial role. Discrimination can manifest in various forms, including race, gender, religion, and disability, among others. The ILO's Discrimination Convention, 1958, and the Equal Remuneration Convention, 1951, are designed to promote equality in the workplace. Convention number 111 obligates ratifying countries to pursue policies that promote equality of opportunity and treatment in respect of employment and occupation, while Convention number 100 requires equal remuneration for men and women for work of equal value. Despite these conventions, gender pay gaps and other forms of workplace discrimination persist. For instance, women globally earn approximately 20% less than men, highlighting the ongoing need for robust enforcement of these standards. The right to collective bargaining and freedom of association are also fundamental principles enshrined in international labor standards. These rights are essential for workers to negotiate fair wages and working conditions collectively. The ILO's Freedom of Association and Protection of the Right to Organize Convention, 1948, and the Right to Organize and Collective Bargaining Convention, 1949, are key instruments in this regard. These conventions recognize the right of workers and employers to form and join organizations of their own choosing without prior authorization and protect against anti-union discrimination and interference. Collective bargaining is a powerful tool for improving working conditions and ensuring fair treatment. Yet many workers worldwide still face barriers to exercising these rights. For example, in many countries, workers in informal sectors or those employed in special economic zones often lack the legal protections needed to form or join unions. In addition to these core areas, international labor standards address various other aspects of employment, such as occupational safety and health, working hours, and social security. The ILO's Occupational Safety and Health Convention, 1981, and the Promotional Framework for Occupational Safety and Health Convention, 2006, aim to prevent occupational accidents and diseases and promote safe and healthy working environments. According to the ILO, every year, approximately 2.78 million workers die from work-related accidents or diseases, underscoring the critical importance of these standards. Working hours and conditions are also regulated by international labor standards, with the Hours of Work Convention, 1919, and the Weekly Rest Convention, 1921, being among the earliest ILO conventions. These standards set the maximum working hours and mandate rest periods to ensure workers' health and well-being. Despite these standards, excessive working hours remain a significant issue in many industries, particularly in developing countries. For example, garment workers in countries like Bangladesh and Cambodia often work up to 60 hours a week under poor conditions, highlighting the need for better enforcement of these regulations. Social security is another critical component of international labor standards. The ILO's Social Security Convention, 1952, establishes minimum standards for social security systems, covering areas such as medical care, sickness benefits, unemployment benefits, old age benefits, and family benefits. Social security is essential for protecting workers and their families against economic and social distress caused by various life contingencies. However, according to the ILO, only 45% of the global population is effectively covered by at least one social protection benefit, leaving a significant portion of the world's population vulnerable. The implementation and enforcement of international labor standards are crucial for their effectiveness. The ILO provides technical assistance and capacity-building programs to help countries implement these standards. Additionally, the organization conducts regular supervisory mechanisms, including reviews by the Committee of Experts on the Application of Conventions and Recommendations, and the Conference Committee on the Application of Standards to monitor compliance and address violations. Despite these efforts, challenges persist, particularly in countries with weak governance structures, limited resources, and high levels of informal employment. In conclusion, international labor standards set by the ILO and other bodies play a vital role in promoting fair and humane working conditions globally. These standards address critical issues such as forced labor, child labor, discrimination, collective bargaining, occupational safety and health, working hours, and social security. While significant progress has been made in many areas, ongoing challenges highlight the need for continued efforts to implement and enforce these standards effectively. For HR professionals, particularly those seeking the SPHRi certification, a deep understanding of international labor standards is essential for navigating the complexities of global labor practices and promoting ethical and sustainable business operations. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.